welcome to another My Interesting Pictures video right here from New Orleans in my hostel on the porch. And today I'll tell you 6 things which I learned about New Orleans and the USA. And let me tell you, like, this is so comfy right here. I mean, like, it's super hot. You don't even know. Honestly, it's so humid, it's so warm, but also New Orleans is one of the cities I enjoyed so much. And by the way, so loud. Anyways, I got my phone right here, wrote down 6 things which I learned over the last couple of days. So let's start with the first one. So the first one is actually there's a difference between a gallery and a balcony. The thing which I'm sitting on, by the way, that's a gallery because this plateau right here is actually connected to the ground by the columns, whilst a balcony is kind of free, just attached to the house itself. So there's a difference. And a balcony, that's what I learned, because you know New Orleans is like so humid, so hot over the summer, gives you more shade. And in the times when they didn't have air conditioning, that was so essential to give your house shade and to have a breeze maybe without getting all the sun you can have here in New Orleans. The second thing is that the French, German and Irish people have a huge part in the history of New Orleans because they were the people who built the city and made the city to what it is. Actually, New Orleans has a French Quarter, which I'm not in at the moment, but the French Quarter looks amazing. All the balconies, all the galleries, the houses in general, they're just so amazing. Let's move on to the next one, and that's actually according to the whole USA. Here in New Orleans, I've been to a jazz bar, which I can highly recommend you go there. Jazz bars are amazing. But we were like 4 Germans, and I don't know, like in Germany, tipping, you do tip, but you don't have to. And if you tip, you don't have to tip that much. I mean, you can if you want to, but you don't have to. You don't even have to tip. Obviously, the systems are different. Waiters and waitresses here are not as paid as good as back in Germany. In that one jazz bar, we didn't give that many tips, and the waitress, you could see in her face like how mad she got. I was really sorry. I mean, we gave tips, but it seemed as it was not enough for her, and immediately she asked us like where we were from, and we were like Germany, and well, she didn't say anything afterwards. It was really awkward, to be honest. but you know, I don't know. I think now she thinks of Germans, they're very greedy, and I don't know, just not very giving in terms of money. The fourth thing is that New Orleans actually has more canals than Venice. Obviously, you don't see those canals just like in Venice, but they're just underground to make sure that, you know, once it rains or once that storms, for example, that the water can just go away easily and without any problems. And that's why New Orleans actually has more canals than Venice. And that goes along with the next thing which I've learned. As you might know, Hurricane Katrina destroyed huge parts of New Orleans. A lot of people think that that was really due to Katrina and due to the hurricane, which is just partly the truth. A lot of people here say that it's also a man-made disaster because the city has like walls around it, so it's protected by floods, for example. And those walls at that time were built, I think, in the 60s, I'm not sure, but a long time ago. And those walls were just eye walls, so they just were like that, and they didn't have any like basement or something like that in the ground. A T-wall like that and like that is very safe because it has a settlement and it just can't move that easily. But at that time during Katrina, they only had like an eye wall, and those eye walls are pretty easy to smash down, or just, you know, they're pretty fragile. And that's why a lot of water came actually into the city, because the walls were not that good. And that's why a lot of people here say that it's also a man-made disaster. And last but not least, and that might be the most important thing, do not say New Orleans. Apparently it's New Orleans, and I have a hard time actually to go with that. So go with New Orleans, it's not New Orleans. And yeah, there you have it. So thank you very much for watching this latest My Interesting Pictures video. I hope you had fun watching, and if you did so, please make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more content like that. This is it. Thank you very much, and as always, stay interested to be more interesting, and goodbye.